right, so here we are again, another update because I got some stuff wrong on the SAVE Act, but other people that are fact checking me also have some stuff wrong. So I think I have the most updated information. And holy bajoli, like, no wonder we're all so darn confused, not just on this, but on everything. So please take me with you as you walk to go get a pen and paper because, of course, it's very difficult on TikTok to get the information you need to get. My encouragement as you're walking is to make sure that you are following your favorite creators, including me now, hopefully, over on YouTube or Substack, because those are more stable social media platforms for us creators. And because we need to save our feminine consciousness, not just feminine consciousness isn't just females, but the feminine consciousness that includes the heroine's journey, which is collaborative, community, uh, it's all the C words, but we have to save the collective consciousness of what we're creating, and TikTok isn't a guaranteed space for that. So on your piece of paper, first and foremost, I want you to write down, follow Holly on YouTube and Substack at Deconstructing Patriarchy. Both of those are free for right now, but your follow is going to help me get monetized and help the patriarchal system to help all of us deconstruct it. So I want to make sure I can keep putting this education out. If you're new, which so many of you are, thank you. Let me give you a little bio of who this is, what we're about, and then we'll get into the SAVE Act, I promise. But deconstructing patriarchy is something I realized I was doing after about 15 years of working with the book called The Creation of Patriarchy. And it's about deconstructing, taking apart. If you think about a Lego set, you're deconstructing it, right? And maybe building something new. So, with deconstructing patriarchies, we're looking at the ideology that has now become an invisible foundation of our society and our history, our politics, our culture, our myths, our stories, our religion, everything. It's embedded because a foundation, if you think about it, everything gets built on top of it, right? So we are trying to peel back, get down to the foundation of how we got built into the society via the ideology. You're going to hear me say that so many times. And then look at the ideology and be like, is this really helpful? Is this really true? Is this really accurate still? Have we evolved past this? Starting to take that lens that it gives us, relook at history, see what we can see, which we're going to see a much bigger scope of history. We're going to put a wide angle lens on, if you will, and be able to start rewriting things. So this is the process a lot of people have done as they've left the evangelical or Christian or religious space. That's a term, that's where it comes from typically, but it actually comes from a philosophical term, deconstruction. So that's what we're doing. And it's not just enough to go and join me on YouTube. So many of you have done that. Thank you. Thank you. Very much appreciate that. Hope you're hitting the bell so you get alerted of when our lives are, when new episodes are out, and any other things, because pretty soon here I'll be able to send you comments as more subscribers come on. But I also need you to watch the material, okay? So that we have a language together and you can help all of us understand what's going on so we can get our minds together and start deconstructing this and start rebuilding it in a new way. So it's going to take massive amounts of people understanding this type of language, not just my work, but the work I'm pulling together and synthesizing for people. And other people are doing this as well in other ways. And I hope to bring those people on the channel eventually. But I also need you watching because you have, and watch it multiple times. Like I am watching this stuff over and over and over again, and I'm still learning it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm able to apply it so much better because I'm watching it so many times. So I want you to selfishly watch it so that you feel better. You feel better. You start to get it. It's very deep and meaty information. It's a lot of philosophical ideas, right? The more you watch it, the more you're going to be able to see it happening or see the ideology pop up in real life. And, in conversations and interactions and on reality TV and programming, you're going to see it everywhere. And you're going to be like, there it is. I know what that is now, and I'm not going to fall for it anymore. The other reason is because I need 4,000 watch hours, y'all. Not just 1,000 subscribers, but 4,000 watch hours to get Deconstructing Patriarchy to be monetized. And that way we can have the patriarch start to take itself down by paying us. And hopefully more of you will be able to synthesize my ideas into actual actions of ideas of how we're going to do this in real life. So I just have more of the ideology, and I'm looking for people to have more of the other stuff. I'm going to skip my own past of political activism and what I've been in. Basically grew up Reagan, economics, Republican, became a Christian, Tea Partier, left it, created my own thing called conscious apathy, and then got re-engaged in August of last year because of Project 2025. I will share more about my journey on our season 1 towards the end of season 1 here if you want to know more about that journey. But for right now, big update on Save Act. Somebody today, so I've had 3 or 4 posts on this, I don't know, maybe 5 at this point. Someone today just told me this hasn't even passed out of the House yet, and everything started clicking as to like why things are confusing. And because I got the 5-call app, I'm gonna ask you to write that down. Go get that app after you're done listening, or put me on pause and then come back. But 5-call app makes it super easy to call on big issues in your state and in the federal level. So I called my House of Representatives because that's where it is right now, right? And I found out another step. It's not even out of the freaking committee yet. So we can stop this in the committee and get it stopped. So I'm going to put a link over on YouTube because I have all of these videos on YouTube as well. If you're on YouTube, hi, thanks for being here. The link is down below. And that way you can look at who's actually in the committee. It's the Committee on House Administration, and see if there's somebody in your state that you can call. And then I'm going to keep calling and see if there's other people that will take my opposition to this and just get it stopped in the committee so we don't have to worry about it. So it's not as maybe urgent as calling about the presidential overstep and the Musk issue, which is one on the 5-call app. That one I would say definitely call and oppose what he's doing, because that's probably a bigger alarm right now, is how much federal power he is trying to take for himself. So that is the update. So the other update that made it confusing is the reason a lot of us thought that it had already passed the House and gone into the Senate is because it's been up there for 3 times now. So 2022 to 2023, 2023 to 2024, and now 2025, right? So it's been up to vote for 3 times. I don't think it's ever passed out of the House. There's a good chance it might not. So we just need to keep on top of it, right? Because again, these are the small steps that they take to start doing the bigger steps that they want to take away more and more rights. Let's see, was there anything else? So yeah, so it's been up for 3 times. The one we're looking at where we thought it already passed the House, we were actually looking at the 118th Congress, not the 119th. So again, all the links will be down below in my YouTube videos on this. HR22, 119th Congress, okay? Not out of the committee yet. We've got to call the committee members. So go to the committee members link. That'll be the #1 link on there for you, and see if anybody is in your district and in your state. So if they are, call them. If they're in your state, call them. Don't let that be an excuse. The other thing I want you to write down on your paper, and again, if you're on YouTube, the link will be down below. I want you to go to Kristi Burke. So that's Kristi Burke, Burke. She's another deconstructionist. She focuses mostly on the evangelical faith, but she has re-angled herself to really start looking at the crisis of our Constitution right now that is under fire. She did one on the Overton window. That's her most recent video. Please watch it. And then take a deep breath and come meet me at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on our live to do some somatic exercises to move the energy that video is going to stir. Because even for me, as I think about it, I'm like, oh my God, y'all, what are we doing? What is happening? But understanding how they keep pushing the Overton window, the ability to accept more drastic measures is so important right now. All right, until 7 p.m. Central. Bye.